I'm Sandy Barr. That's SandyBahr. So the Grand Canyon chapter is the state chapter of the Sierra Club, and we have an annual process for setting our priorities. The number one priority we have is addressing climate change and working on promoting clean energy and reducing the energy we get from burning fossil fuels and trying to do that as rapidly as possible. We also work a lot on water and trying to have more sustainable use of water, including keeping some water in our rivers and streams, which is a key challenge right now. Wildlife, with particular focus on threatened and endangered species and protecting habitat for those. Well, public lands overall, Arizona is very lucky. We have a lot of public lands, and so that's a key priority for focusing on protecting national forests and monuments and Bureau of Land Management lands. We have two special projects, one on Grand Canyon that is focused on protecting Grand Canyon National Park and the surrounding public lands, and a Borderlands project that is focused on fighting the militarization of the border and the destruction that is happening from walls and other infrastructure. I think climate change is key, and some people say, well, what can we do, because it's a small part of it, whether it's in Phoenix or in Arizona. I think that if everyone in every place they are was really working on reducing emissions, that we would get to a point where we could stabilize the climate and not have the worst impacts. And I think that the information in the latest intergovernmental panel on climate change tells us that we really need to get on it and not be dragging our feet on action. And so I think that is really critical. That affects every other issue we work on, all the other priorities I talked about, water, the long-term extensive drought that's affected by climate change. Clearly, wildlife, plants and animals, their range changes, and whether or not they can continue to exist will depend on just how much the climate change. It's a huge public health issue. It just really affects everything that we do. One of the reasons I got involved with Sierra Club is I like that we do a lot of different things. We have hiking programs so people can learn more about the place they live. That includes urban and more wildland areas. We do service projects where we help with cleanup or remove invasive plant species or revegetation, or so we have what we call our outings program with hiking and service projects. We have citizen science programs, so water quality monitoring. People can get involved with that and learn how to take samples that can be used by the Department of Environmental Quality. I would want to educate and help inspire the public for action and to be optimistic about the future and about how their actions make a difference. It's a challenging time we live in, but it's also a really exciting time. There's lots of enthusiasm from young people, the youth climate strikes, sunrise movement, and I've just been super inspired and excited by all the young people, but also we have youth climate strike, and then we also have elders climate action. It seems like it's a real intergenerational, very diverse movement that is really focused on climate change and demanding action and not settling for anything less. And that means that we will see things happen and we will see real change. I think overall, just what I would want to convey to people is that it's not unreasonable to be hopeful, and that what you do matters and makes a difference. So do something.